Today is a nice, fabulous evening. The water going, house for sale. That's where the water's going. Trying to get the grass green, presentable. Landscaper's yard is always the worst. I wouldn't say it's the worst on the block, but my neighbor's got a pretty nice lawn. Mine needs to get there. Yeah. So we're selling this. I am selling this house. As y'all seen, I've got to get some of this stuff cleaned up. Power sprayed. We're gonna power spray the house. But yeah, but today I am excited because I am going to be installing this roof rack, roof carrier onto the AMG. So pretty excited. Wasn't gonna record this, but like I'm like a kid right now at Christmas. Like I don't really get much presents, so this is it. I've had this box sitting here for 5 or 6 months now. Had to dig it out. Literally all this mess was just piled. I threw away 10 of those trash cans of trash that was in here, cleaned everything up, of course, because I am selling. So I'm trying to finally clean up. A lot of this stuff was just piled from previous houses that I've lived at, and I just keep taking it with me. No more, I need to get rid of it. So all this pile here, if you see anything you want, come and get it. Anyways, that's beside the point. This is the point here that we are doing. Looks very simple. Just a few pieces. I just literally just pulled it out of the box. One thing you can tell with me, I don't like trash everywhere. So as I'm pulling each piece off, I'm throwing each piece of trash in the box. Weird thing about just messes everywhere. So yeah, let's get into it. I'm pretty excited about this. Look at that. She's all washed. Just took her through the car wash earlier. She's ready to go. Alright, so this morning these guys are getting started on another job. Got a lot of jobs going on right now, but this one we're actually doing a concrete curb. So you can see the guys already starting to form out, but it's just going to basically be a 6-inch concrete curb from there to there. So just a property line to separate the two properties. So these guys are just getting started here. It's a pretty simple one. It's going to be a little hard, but it's going to be simple overall. This customer just needs water to all these bushes around me. So as you can see here, right on the other side of the car here, all along to the edge over there, just the whole front of the building, there's some little cutout areas where like the trees are. The hard part is there's a lot of sidewalks we got to go under, and then we got to go across the asphalt and get into these bushes here by the street. So, and pretty much the same thing in the back, as you can see those bushes out there and these pecan trees. So a lot of these we got to cut through asphalt as the guys are doing. Should be a quick one. We'll patch the asphalt once we're done. So we'll get all the water lines put under the asphalt and a PVC line, and then run our poly through it as a sleeve basically. PVC will be a sleeve, run the poly through it, get poly line to all these. We'll put some new valves in, a new controller. This customer will have water to all his plants. So if there's any areas like that you want to get water to and just don't think you can, under little walkways like over there, we're going to try to go under with water pressure. So you basically just hook a water pipe or a PVC pipe to your water hose with a nipple on the other end, a metal. You can even do a plastic one, but a metal is better because you're going to ram it through the dirt. So as the water pressure is hitting, it's hitting that dirt, turning it into mud. So you just keep beating it through. You know, eventually you'll get the pipe all the way through, and you just leave that pipe in the ground. So then you just cut your nipples off each end, the nipple hose fitting in that you have, cut them off, and you have your pipe there. You can glue onto it or use it as a sleeve or whatever. So, but it does take a long time. So on big areas like where these guys are having to go, you know, 20 feet and then another 100 feet back there, you know, you would never get it done. So it's easier to cut the asphalt. So under the little sidewalks, we're going to try to blast it with water. Under these big ones, we're going to demo it and then rebuild it. So repave it in this case. So if you can get away from that, it's always good. But like I said, it's cheaper this way on this, with this long of a run, to just re-asphalt it. That's what we're doing. And yeah, should be a pretty quick one. Alright, so yeah, these guys just completed, we literally just completed this job. So yeah, they got bush water for all the bushes here. It has a drip irrigation, kind of in a hurry, so excuse the car ride. But yeah, pretty simple one. The only issue that we did have is we had to go under a lot of walkways and asphalt. So yeah, it was a quick one. Anything can be done with irrigation, so just let us know if you even have, you know, problems that you can't tackle or whatnot, going under concrete or asphalt or whatever. Just let us know and we'll get you all set up.
Here at this job site, the homeowner was like a topping of their gravel, so we're gonna have to bring some red gravel, and then we're gonna have to bring in some tan gravel to cover up all of the gray. So I think we did right now is we cleaned up all the leaves, because there's no point in putting rock over leaves or anything like that, so it's nice and clean. We need to put in a tree as well. We took out a tree, so all we have to do is prep up the gray rock, take out where it's high. The rock is existing in the back, so we have a place to put it, and we'll bring in the rock and make it look good. No, we don't need to take it out. Only in high spots. Yeah, so that way when we put the rock, it's not so much just to level it out. We could bring some of this in here just to level it out, give it a nice contour. Got a rock stick, and we're gonna do an overlay on all the gray areas. We already brought in the red rock, so the next step is to get all this gray rock covered. We already prepped it as level as we could, and then the next step after the rock is to wet it down and get all the nice natural colors coming up. It can be a nice contrast. So when doing an overlayment, I think you want to do is take out the big pieces and the heel. So that way when you put it over, you don't have to put more to fill in the low spots. And it's always a good thing to get out any big rocks before putting any smaller rocks on it, so that way they don't shift and you see it real fast. So I think we're going to put a nice thick layer all the way through, so that way when they do walk on it, it's not gonna go through and expose the rock underneath. So, especially around corners, you want to build up too much. So good thing I like to do is do the border, the perimeter, and fill everything in, so that way it ties it in and it's nice and smooth.